In the heart of a sleepy suburban neighborhood, Sarah Thompson awoke to an eerie silence. The morning light, which usually streamed through her bedroom window, was now stifled, the room cast in an unnatural gloom. Confused and disoriented, she called out for her husband, Mark, and their two children, but there was no response, only the oppressive stillness of the house. As she left her bedroom, a chilling realization dawned on her. The doors and windows of her home were boarded up from the outside, trapping her within. Panic surged through her as she frantically searched for any means of escape, but every potential exit was sealed shut, the boards nailed tight. The phones were dead, and her screams for help went unanswered. Sarah's mind raced with questions. Why would her family leave her like this? What could have compelled them to barricade her inside the house? The situation was surreal, a nightmare from which she couldn't wake. Hours turned to days, and Sarah was consumed by a growing sense of dread and isolation. The house, once a haven of warmth and laughter, now felt like a tomb. She scoured the rooms for clues, any indication of what had happened to her family. In her daughter's room, she found a diary. Flipping through its pages, she uncovered a terrifying narrative. Her daughter had written about strange occurrences in the house, objects moving on their own, eerie whispers in the night, and chilling visions of shadowy figures. Then came the most harrowing entry, dated just before Sarah's imprisonment. Her family had seen something in her, a darkness that had been growing, an entity that they claimed was not their wife and mother. They wrote of chilling moments where Sarah seemed to transform, her eyes darkening, her voice deepening. It was then they made the heart-wrenching decision to leave, to protect themselves from whatever had taken hold of her. Sarah, in shock, refused to believe it. She was not a monster. She was their mother, their wife. The diary must be a fabrication, a cruel joke. But as the days passed in solitude, she began to experience lapses in time, moments she couldn't account for, waking up in different parts of the house with no memory of how she got there. One night, as she sat in the darkness, a flicker of movement caught her eye. In the mirror, she saw it, a figure, dark and twisted, standing behind her. She turned around, but there was nothing. When she looked back at the mirror, her own reflection was distorted, her eyes black pits of nothingness. Terror took hold as she realized that her family's fears were not unfounded. Something sinister was within her, a presence that she could neither see nor understand. She was a prisoner not just of her boarded-up house, but of her own being. In a final, desperate act, Sarah set the house ablaze, hoping to purge the darkness that had taken root. As the flames engulfed the house, she stood in the center of the inferno, feeling a strange sense of peace as the entity within her screamed in rage and agony. The story concludes with the fire department finding no remains in the charred ruins, Sarah's fate a mystery. The neighborhood whispered about the house and its tragic tale, the story of a family torn apart by an unseen horror.